Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to embed YouTube video into your Notepad or TextEdit document. And for those of you working on your Mac, I'm going to show you the secret to doing TextEdit easily so you don't get mixed up between HTML, text, and RTF. So we'll show you how to do that. I'm starting off with three screens. One is the video in YouTube that I want to embed into my document. The other is the TextEdit document that I've been working on to create the code up till this point. And third is the window in which I'm going to save this document when it's time to save it. So I'm going to go back over to YouTube, and it's so easy to embed any YouTube video. It's really easy to embed almost any video that has an embed code. In YouTube, it's kind of hidden, and so you have to know where to look. Underneath the video window and the title window, you'll notice that there are three options: Add to, Share, and More. I'm going to click on Share. And what that does is it pulls up another little window that gives me a link, direct link to the YouTube video. Now the link is nice, but if I just link to it, when the user clicks on it, then it takes them to YouTube to see it. What I want to do is embed the video so that it looks like it's sitting right there in the screen and the user doesn't go anywhere. It just sits and plays right there in the screen that we're on. So I'm going to go over from next to Share is Embed. I'm going to click on that, and you're going to get this long code, and that's great. And it's already highlighted, so all you have to do is copy it. So I'm going to right-click and copy. And then I'm going to go over to my TextEdit document. I'm working on a Mac, and place my cursor where I would like that video to show up. And I have here a heading to Embedding Video Example, and I'm going to paste that text that I just copied. And it's not very long. It's not very confusing, but it's just specific text that's used for embedding. For those of you who are working on a Mac and working with TextEdit as your document, there is a big trick to getting this to work right. Right now, the default for TextEdit is .rtf, and I can tell that because I have all these things up here that I would see in a normal word processor. Well, HTML is just a plain text document. It doesn't recognize bold, centering, underline, Helvetica. That's why we have to put all these tags in here to tell it what to look like. So RTF mode is not going to save it in a way that I can then view it in a web page. There's a trick, and here it is. Up underneath Format, you get the option to make plain text. And so I'm going to click on that. And notice how this changes. This window, I got rid of all of the little word processing things, and the text even changes to Courier to kind of give you a sense that this is now a text document. When I go to save this, I haven't saved this yet, and this is important, so you want to make sure you do make plain text before you save. I'm going to go to File, Save, and then give it a name. And so I'll call this Embedding Video. And then I'm going to give it the extension .html. And as long as I save it as .html, it will save it as a web page. So I click Save, and it will say, are you sure you want to do that? And I'm going to say, yep, I'm sure. And it now appears in my file folder as embeddingvideo.html. To view it, all I have to do is drag that over into my web browser window. She says. There we go. And you can see that I've got my steps that I wrote out in my TextEdit document. They're listed here. And then my embedding video example, and the video shows up. And if I click on the video, it will begin to play right there in the window. So that's pretty cool. And it's pretty easy. The only other thing you have to do for the assignment is to change that size of the video. And the way you do that is within this embed code that you took. So I have iframe width 560 and height is 315. I'm going to change those to match whatever it is that is needed for the assignment. In this case, I'm going to make a really small one. I'm going to go to about half the size. And the way you do that to do a half-size video is you cut both of these in half. And so this then becomes 280. And this becomes 157. You have to do the same. When I've got rid of a, there we go. That'll work. You've got to do the same division on both of those for you to maintain the relationship of length and height, or width and height. So I divided both of them by 2. I haven't saved this yet, so I'm going to go to Save, File, Save. And then it hasn't changed on here, but that's because I need to refresh and tell it to reload. So I'm going to reload the page. And notice that it's about half the size now. So those are the 2 things you have to do. You have to embed video from YouTube, and you have to change the height and width, and both of those are very easy to do. And for those of you using TextEdit on the Mac, the real key is to go up to Format and make plain text. You want your document to be in plain text and save it as a .html.